That's all she had to do for me to go back to him. Because when I tell you, the next day, I started kissing ass to him. I'd rather put up with him than deal with somebody like that. That's why I say the whole people that be in churches be thinking they sanctified and really have evil black hearts. She's one of them. Because every single time me and my best friend would try to do something or try to go anywhere, she'd be like, oh, why didn't y'all save me to do that? Or why didn't y'all take me? Like, there's a reason you can't find people no. Why you steady always trying to hang out with us? That's why she was stuck at that age of 16. And mind you, I forgot to say, when I first moved in with them, like the next week, to get me back, the first person I had kids with went to my mom's house and basically took our son. He said, oh, I was gonna take him to go get a haircut and something like that. You know, he took my son, took his mom, and brought them up to Tampa. My mom called me and was like, your baby dad basically came and got your son, and he took him to Tampa. So he basically got our son, for me to come back. But when I told him that's why he made the scene at their house, was because he thought bringing my son was gonna bring me back. And I was so serious that I wasn't going back to him, to the point where me and my best friend went to like a church retreat where we was getting saved and healed and all that other stuff. Like, we was going through our traumas, and that's why I was figuring a lot of stuff of what was going on with her internally, and figuring out what was going on with me internally. Like, they could have went in depth, but like a lot of churches, well, now probably they do, but it was not to the root. So when I get back, he tried to bribe me to come back to him with our son, but I was like, no. So when I took my son, I finally because his mom wasn't gonna stay there, and she couldn't take our son with, and he still had to go to school. So I ended up taking our son, and then for the next couple of weeks, that's how my son ended up being the godson of the second oldest. Because like I said, when me and my best friend would stop talking, me and her would hang out and talk and everything like that. So she was like the second best friend. So, but she took good care of my son. So, but then I think she started to work or something where she was unable, and then the youngest started watching my son, and to the point where one day, that's why he ended up back at my mom's house, because my mom was like, she's not watching him no more because of what my baby daddy did. So there was one day where like, again, they didn't know how he got out. So when we get back from school or whatever, they're laughing about it, but I guess they thought it was funny. But yet again, they're in high school. Like, of course, they're not going to take nothing serious. So somehow, some way, my son got out of the house. And because they had a park across the street, we used to go to the park all the time. So once he got out, He somehow left the apartment complex and walked across the street. When I'm telling you, like, it was a busy street. That's why I said myself and my kids always been protected. We always had angels. How he got across the street without not getting hit? And by this time, he was like 15 months, 18 months, going on 2 years. How he walked across the street by himself and didn't get hit? I couldn't even tell you. A white lady, he was playing in the park with just a t-shirt and his diaper was soiled. A white lady found him, and like, because my son stayed with my mom, he only spoke Creole, because she only spoke Creole to him, so he only knew Creole. So while she's trying to talk to him, he doesn't speak English, he speaks Creole. So she's asking him whatever, but somehow he leads the lady back to the apartment. That's how they even knew he was outside. The lady was telling them this, like, I seen him outside, and I know he doesn't speak English, but he brought me back here. Oh, when I tell you, I called my brother the next day, because I knew my mom wasn't gonna watch him, quote unquote, because she still was in the watching him when he got back. I was like, these people almost had my son. Like, I can't leave him up here. I'm so close to finishing school, and I'm almost to the week where I have to do my externship for billing and coding. Like, I can't leave him here. I can't leave him here. Can you watch him? My brother said, yeah, I'll bring him. So that next weekend, that's what I did. I took the Greyhound, I dropped him off, and then I came back. Then that's when the whole thing with my best friend, and then she went to West Palm for a couple of weeks, and that's when she came back and all that shit happened. When I tell you I was kissing ass, baby, I sure was. I was like, you can cheat, you can beat me, you could curse me out, you can make me feel like shit. I'm coming back. I'm coming back. Because this lady is so evil. One, for you to be a mother and seeing another mother trying to put her life together and taking care of her child, for you to constantly jab at her because the men that you keep allowing in your life don't love you, and you keep allowing certain situations to happen and they still don't give two fucks about you. For you to take that out on another woman, all she's trying to do is make a better life for her and her child because you didn't take that step. Oh, it get better. Now she's supposed to marry the last baby daddy, right? Oh, y'all gonna have a field day with this. So the new church that they're going to is an American church. The pastor daughter was dating their brother. Oh, it gets real interesting.